welcome back to my channel. Welcome back and welcome to yet another video. This week we're having a little sit down video because life happened this week, and the last thing that was on my mind was picking up the camera and vlogging. So yeah, but I still want to be consistent over here. I still want to show up for my bands. So I thought I haven't actually spoken to my bands in a long time. Well, I speak to you guys every week, but like we haven't had a little chat, which is usually not so little. So I thought, let me catch up with my bands, let me share what's been happening, or really how I've been coping in this period that I can call probably tough. I don't want to manifest a hard life because I wasn't made for that. I was made for the soft life. But you know, life has its own way of showing you the other side of the coin. So this week and part of last week has been really tough. In short, in fact, I feel like April has just been rough for me. It's just felt very off, very not aligned, just looking funny. And despite having some beautiful blessings, I cannot ignore the fact that I have struggled this month. So I want to chat with you guys as I enjoy my cup of black tea in this cute little cup that I got from House of Leather. If you would love to get one, they had some in stock when I bought them. If you watched the vlog, then you've already seen this cup. Yeah, really cute, very bougie. It's giving clean girl, right? Yeah, so it's gloomy, 1 minute sunny, 1 minute gloomy, hence why I have my gown and drinking tea at 2 p.m. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys things that I am learning along the way as I navigate life as a 31-year-old girl living alone who's trying to curate a nice, soft, cozy life for herself, and how I've been trying to navigate through challenges. So yeah, I'd like to share my insights on how I navigate a tough life, a soft life, all of it, because yeah, this is life as it comes. So anyway, let me put this tea down because it's really hot and just wait for it to cool down. But anyway, one of the things that has been on my mind lately is just how life will just have things to show you. Life will wake up. If life has a life, life will wake up one day and just decide, no, today we're not giving her the soft life, today we're giving her hardships. And it works really hard to just balance out the good times and the bad times. I don't know if that's just how it's set up, but I tend to believe we have challenges and we have happy times, and I think this is something that happens to all of us basically, right? Yeah, so this past month, which luckily and thankfully is coming to a close in a few days, has been really challenging for me regards career, with my writing work, regarding my social media, even though I've really grown. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please go and follow me. I've gained over 2,000 followers in I think a span of 2 weeks, and that's really good. My page had been stagnant for quite some time, and I just had to pick it up, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to create intensively and just see if something changes. And yeah, something changed. Welcome if you are a new ban. Hi ban, welcome to our YouTube channel. Here we have good vibes, we take care of ourselves, we chitty chat, and we just inspire each other really. So welcome. So if you're a new band, let me know down in the comments and tell me the thing you love most about my content so far, okay? Yeah, so anyway, oh yeah, I was feeling like my content was not moving. I was feeling like I was a little stuck. I didn't know what I needed to create. I didn't know what my bands wanted to watch, but I just decided one day to just create a video, and it went viral. And now I kind of feel like there's a balance. I kind of feel like there's a balance between the kind of content I want to create and the kind of content my bands want to consume. So that's been really amazing. It's a beautiful blessing. Sometimes you find yourself, you're having to do something that you don't really enjoy, but you kind of have to do it because that's what your audience is consuming. But luckily for me, I'm enjoying the kind of content I'm creating, and the bands seem to enjoy that. So that's a positive thing from from April, right? Yeah, it is a positive thing. On top of that, I've gotten 2 amazing brands that I'm going to be working with. Number one, Omo, my favorite. I'm going to be working with Omo for the next 2 months for their Omo bleach, the whole range. So go follow me on Instagram to see how we're gonna clean and the many million ways you can use bleach in your house. So that's amazing. Another brand I'm excited to work with is Melvin's Teas. Guys, finally I get to work with a tea brand. Oh my god, like tea is my first love, well, my second love after flowers. It's my second love after flowers. You know guys, when I meet people and introducing myself, usually I say my name is Wangui, I love flowers and tea. I rarely say what I do. I try to just not tie myself to my career, so I usually say my name is Wangui and I love flowers and tea. So to have an amazing tea brand approach me and want to work with me, A1. So guys, also go follow me on Instagram so that we can make some tea and enjoy some tea, okay? Yeah, so I'm really grateful for those 2 things, and this brings me to what we are talking about today. So as I've mentioned, this month has really been tough, but one thing that has grounded me and has like brought me back to myself is gratitude. Guys, if I tell you, gratitude journaling is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself. Whether you're manifesting something, whether you're praying about something, whether you're trying things and not getting a breakthrough, just be grateful. There's something strong about being in an energy of appreciating and being grateful and being thankful for the things you already have. That way, whatever is looking for you, whoever is looking for you will want to be around you because you are a grateful person. So gratitude has really just kept me sane, honestly, because when things are not going your way and when lemons are falling from the sky, it's so hard to be grateful. It's really hard to look at the little blessings you have, and unfortunately our minds are built to protect us, so they are built to just focus on the negative side of things instead of looking for the positivity in our lives. And yeah, so it's been hard. I love journaling and I always journal, but this month in particular, it's been really hard for me to be grateful for things, but I had to. Even if I didn't truly believe that I was grateful for something, I wrote it down and I kept repeating and I kept repeating, and it's been helping me feel like, okay, not everything is bad. And you know, sometimes we even overlook the fact that you're alive and healthy. Even if you're broke, even if you don't have work, just being alive and healthy is enough for you to be like, yeah, I will stop complaining. So yeah, so I've been countering that complain energy with gratitude, and it's been really helpful. Let me show you my gratitude journal, by the way. Here is my gratitude journal. Let me show you up close. This is how it looks like. I got it from Journaling Therapy. It's a really cute journal, and by the way, I've finished designing our gratitude journal, by the way. I can't wait. I'm getting the sample next week, guys. And you know what, I'm gonna bring you guys along this whole journey. We're gonna choose covers together, okay? We're gonna choose cover designs together because hey, I am done just moving in silence. I am done just doing things by myself. I really want your input. Again, I'm making all these things for you, so it would be nice if I involve you on deciding on the type of books we make, okay? Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see the sample. Yeah, and talking about that, God, I am just in the spirit of gratitude. The gratitude journal, talking about gratitude, God, this is a topic I'm really passionate about, and it makes sense for us to have a gratitude journal. So guys, be on the lookout. It's coming next week. We have the sample, and then maybe in a few weeks we will have the final product. I'm gonna take you guys through the journey of designing and everything, and the lessons, and Oh God, goodness gracious, that's part of why April has been hard, but I'm grateful there's some breakthrough with that. Whew, goodness guys, yappy ban. Hey. I love to yap, but sometimes it's like, whoo, God, I need a break. All this to say, gratitude is amazing, and I want to challenge you guys. If you're going through a hard time, if you're waiting for a breakthrough in something, if you're waiting for things to work out, if you're looking for light, like a little ray of sunshine in your life, and you can't seem to find it, just start gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Write down in detail why you're grateful for those 3 things. Just 3. You don't even have to have a list of 10. Start with 3. It can be, I'm grateful for my health, I am grateful for my family, and I am grateful for provision. Then dig deep and think of why you're grateful for those 3 things. What that does for you is it rewires your brain. Your brain stops looking at the negativity in your life. It stops looking at the things that are not working, and it starts looking at, oh, so we have a good life. Oh, I actually have mom and dad. Oh, and oh, my sister is amazing and she makes me laugh. Oh my God, my house is so cozy and it's such a nice house. Oh Lord, my fridge is full of food. Oh goodness gracious, I have such warm cozy clothes. Guys, do you see that? When you start doing gratitude journaling, it rewires your mind to now start picking on those small and big things, because things like life and health, those are big things. But something like a warm cup of tea, you might just overlook it, but your brain sees that as important as you being alive. So yeah, that's what it does. It helps to rewire your mind, so you stop focusing on this one thing, and most times it's usually just one thing or 2 things that are not working, but it takes away from the joy of everything else that you have that is working for you. So yeah, so I really love that, and I am happy I am able to do that, even though it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy for you to sit down when you don't have a job and start to be grateful. Sometimes you just want to wallow in those feelings of not having a job, right? But you cannot receive in that energy. One thing I learned from when I was a little girl, when my mother taught me how to pray, she taught me that when you pray, before you ask God for anything, you have to first repent your sins and you have to be thankful. So my mom's prayers, and this is something I will carry for life, my mom's prayers are usually praise and glorify God, and then repent the sins we have, and then be grateful. Then after that, you can ask God for whatever you want from him, right? Yeah, so I always feel like there's no way God is going to give me something before I am grateful for the things I already have. So it's become, I think, I have been conditioned to focus on being thankful first, and then I can ask for what I want. And when I ask, I am not desperate, and that's again another hard thing to do. You have to be patient, you have to wait, you have to still surround yourself with that positive energy of being grateful. And this doesn't mean that you're always going to be positive about your situations and about your life. It means you're still acknowledging the pain that is there, you're still seeing your pain points, you're still seeing your suffering, but you're not allowing those things to run your life. I got cut off, we're back. And that's why I say when you journal, you have an opportunity to write down anything and everything, from gratitude to whatever challenges you're going through. So you still want to acknowledge that, yeah, this is a hard week, this is a hard life, I am struggling. You still want to do that, and you still need to sit in those emotions. Guys, let me tell you something. One of the things that has made this week hard for me is my baby car. My baby car is fine, and I am fine. We are all fine. We're all fine. But if you watch the last vlog, you will see that I had an issue with the mirror. If you watched the last the last minute of the vlog, then you know baby car's mirror acted up. So apparently it was hit by someone, maybe at a car wash, maybe someone walking around the car, I don't know, but it got some impact and it spoiled the motor. Okay, I'm learning things about cars, guys. Whoo, let me tell you. So yeah, so I had to take it to go get it checked, and when I was on my way, it got more issues that were actually even more serious than the mirror. Anyway, I had to stop on the highway, guys, me, a baby girl. I had to stop on the highway. Luckily it was near a bump, there weren't speeding cars, oh thank god. So yeah, I got safely to the garage and baby car needed some repairs. Okay, yeah, so all that to say, baby car is fine. I'm going to collect her tomorrow. I've missed her so much. I've missed my baby car so much, even though I don't drive her as much, but I'm going to collect her tomorrow. And I've had the support that I've needed this week from my male friends, figuring out, okay, what's wrong with the car, like what did they say the car needs, okay, you need this, you need that. And to my brother wanting to take me tomorrow so that he can overlook everything and just test out everything. So I'm really grateful that that whole experience has also enabled me to see that, oh really, I do have a lot of support, that sometimes you're just like, yeah, you know, you don't see the importance of people until you really need them. So I'm really grateful for that. This point was bringing us to why this week was hard for me, and I've had to sit down and journal about that experience and be like, yeah, I wasn't expecting to have such an experience, and it doesn't even make it easier that this was my late luteal phase week, which is usually like the one where you just don't want anything beyond the bare minimum. Honestly, your energy is a little low. For me, my period is very okay, very, in fact, as soon as it checks in, my life is back to usual. But that last week, especially the last 4-5 days, I just feel, you know, a little more irritable, more emotional, mood swings here and there, a little fatigued as well. So for all that to happen on this week, I just felt like, cut the cameras. Guys, I'm laughing right now, but if you had seen me on Monday crying, you guys, so that's sorted, and that's why I'm able to talk about it. I'm usually that kind of a person. When I'm going through it, I'm not talking about it. I don't want to discuss it, but after I've done going through it, it's a story, and it's a funny story. So anyway, so I was saying, you first have to acknowledge these pain points. You still need to sit with your emotions, cry if you need to, journal if you need to, talk to someone if you need to, call your therapist if you need to talk to them. Have a moment to let those emotions sit and go. You cannot bypass emotions. You cannot bypass those emotions. If you're feeling like crying and you stop yourself from crying, let me tell you that crying will come back, and it comes back at the stage when you're waiting for the matatu. So if you need to cry, cry. If you need to journal, journal. If you need to pray, pray. Okay, but while you do all that, try and rewire your brain to see the positive side of things. Okay, to see that, oh, okay, yeah, this is tough, it's really tough, and I'm really struggling with this thing, but you know what, it's actually not that bad. I have my mom, I have my dad, I have my house, I have my sister, I have my work, I have my cozy clothes, I have my nice environment, I have all these things. So how about I start focusing on all these positive things and get my mind off these negative things? That really works. Try it and let me know how it works for you, because for me it always works. Anytime I am feeling like things are not working, I just try to look around and see, okay, what can I be grateful for right now? For example, let me give you guys a good example. So when the car stalled, not really stalled because it got itself to the garage, but when I got the check engine, usually we'll say like a check engine alert on the dashboard, when I got that, of course my first instinct was, oh my god, I can't handle this, oh my god, what will happen, oh my good lord, I need to call my dad, I need to call my brother, you know. I was anxious and nervous. But once the car started again and I was on my way to the garage, I just got an overwhelming feeling of gratitude. One, because I wasn't speeding. Two, because it happened right on the bumps on a highway. It could have easily happened when I was, on God knows how much of a speed, but I was slowing down. All the cars were slowing down, so I had a lot of space to stop and figure out what's wrong with my car. I had my dad on call. I had the mechanic pick up my call on the first ring. So there were very many things I was grateful for. Then it wasn't raining, it was sunny, it was during the day. So many things I picked from that experience. However sad and nerve-wracking it was, there were very many things that I picked from there that made me feel grateful for how things happened. Okay, so Buns, if you're going through a hard time, and I know it's hard, and I will keep telling you guys it's not the easiest thing to do, but if you focus your energy on gratitude, you will see things just start to shift. You will see even yourself, it's like sort of tricking the mind and telling it, oh no, focus your energy on this, and you will find yourself even being more energetic to solve the problems that you have. Otherwise, if you sit and complain and wallow and complain about Ruto's economy and talk about, oh my god, there are no jobs, and talk about, oh my god, I don't know where I'll find my next client, oh my god, this guy said this, oh my god, this person said this about me, when you put yourself in that negative space, it's really hard for positive things to find you, because what positive thing wants to hang around negative things? None. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Keep that in mind. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So what kind of energy do you want to be flowing around you? Is it positive energy? Is it negative energy? Again, don't get me wrong, it's important to acknowledge the pain points in your life, but do not sit in those for too long. Otherwise, your life is just going to be a one big pain point, right? And that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to survive, and we're trying to show up, and we're trying to lead lives that we absolutely love. If we don't acknowledge our pain points, we're not gonna see the positive things in our lives too. So it's a good balance to create, but keep rewiring your brain to see the good things that are happening for you and to you, even if you might not think they are, because in the background things are actually working out for you. And after you're done with the hurdles and the issues that you had, you realize, oh, that had to happen for me to see this, or for me to be this. Okay, let me give you guys an example. When my Instagram page got a little sluggish, would I call it, it wasn't growing. I sat and wallowed in that for some time, and I was like, oh, I post all the time, I'm consistent, I show up there daily, I do this, I create content, do you know, sitting in that energy just spoiled things for me. I wasn't even growing at all. I wasn't even showing up with beautiful energy that would help me be an even better creator. Okay, so I had attached a negative vibe to it, and of course that made me feel like I just don't want to create, I don't want to do this. Until I solved that, I wasn't going to grow, and it was stopping me from being the creative I am. So I changed that by showing up differently in my energy first. Before I even took my camera and my phone and my tripod to create content, I had to first change my mindset and change my energy and change my attitude towards my Instagram page. That's like a small example. This whole concept works even for when you're looking for clients, when you're trying to attract money, when you're trying to make friends, when you're trying to grow your business. All these things work. When you're attaching a negative energy to what you're trying to solve, you will take some time to attract what you're trying to attract. So it's important that you clear your energy first and have a genuine, authentic, positive energy, and you will see things just start to change. Yeah, let me change the battery and we can finish yappy. Okay, we are back on set. I haven't even drank my tea. Not now. Another thing, and the second only thing I want to share on this video, is releasing control. We've focused on gratitude and we've spoken about how rewiring your mind to see the positive things will change things for you. Now there's another part to that, releasing control. Remember when I said about not seeming desperate and being patient? Now that's where releasing control comes in. Let's say you're asking God for a new job, okay? You're asking God for a new job and you're really praying hard and you're really trying to send all these applications and you're checking online, you're checking your email every 10 minutes just so you don't miss maybe an interview email or something, right? That's a normal occurrence, and I am sure all of us have probably gone through such a thing, right? So what happens when you attach so much control to the things that you're trying to attract to yourself? What happens? Those things run away from you. Let me tell you guys something. My spirituality, which is something I actually keep away from my platforms, because it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very sensitive topic, but I believe so much in energy. I feel like a lot of things we have and we are and that are in the world are energy, including money, including jobs, including friends. Like, the world is energetic, okay? So if I'm not in a good energy, whatever I'm trying to attract to me will not find me because I'm not in the right energy for that thing. It's as simple as that. So let's say, again, our example, you're asking God for a new job, right? And you're checking your applications and all of that. What happens when you do that? You're already confirming to your brain that you don't have this thing. You're already telling your brain you're not enough because you don't have this job. You're already telling your brain, oh my God, look at us, we don't have a job. And that's what your brain is going to focus on. It's going to focus on, hiya, by the way, we don't have a job and we have to keep looking for a job. Let's wake up early, let's sleep late, let's look for a job. That's so much control that you're tying up in this whole situation that you should just release. You should just release. I usually tell my friend Koi, and she actually laughs so much about this. I usually tell Koi, one, God already knows who I am, and God tells us to ask him for what we want, right? So when we do, why are we doing it 2 million times? It's okay to pray about something today, tomorrow. It's okay. You can pray to God about something as much as possible. But I feel like if I am able to ask for something genuinely and authentically once and then let it work out, I already did. I already asked. I already put myself in that wanting energy, and I already prayed about it, and I already sent my desires, right, to God. Why then am I complaining about not having that thing? I'm telling my brain we don't have that thing. We call them answered prayers, but I also call them manifestations. If you, depending on your faith and your spirituality and your religion and all those things, you can call them whatever you want to call them. But for me, usually I say when I am manifesting something, I have to appear as someone who already has it, okay? I have to show up as someone who already has that thing. Let's say you want to buy a car. What do you need to do for you to buy a car? You need to have your license. You need to know how to drive. You need to picture yourself in your mind driving a car. If you can't do that, it's gonna take you long to get the car, because future you already has it, okay? Future you, future Ban already has the car. But is current Ban thinking about future Ban? In fact, I usually say the future version of you is waiting for you to show up as who they are. They are waiting for you to embody what they've already become. And you can't do that if you're trying to control things. You can't do that if you're trying to beg, if you're desperate, if you're focusing on that wrong energy, if you're focusing on lack, if you're focusing on scarcity. You can't get to that point. So again, things to do with gratitude. If you are thankful and grateful for all the things you have, more things are going to come to you. Same concept. If you're happy about where you are, and if you truly believe that you're going to get the things that you're praying for, those things are just going to show up for you. And you know what that happened? Let me tell you the science behind it, because again, there's another connection to the scientific world. Things are many. What happens when you rewire your brain? It makes you think you already have that thing, so you have no option than to get that thing. It's like your brain already, let's say before I even knew how to drive, my brain was constantly thinking about me driving myself home. Okay, so I had no option than to know how to drive and to figure out how I'm gonna get myself a car, but I had to catch up with what my brain had already made familiar. So same concept with you. If you're looking for a job, picture yourself as someone who has the job, and then release it. Just let it be. It will come when you least expect it, or maybe most expect it, who knows. It will come when the time is right, and when you get there, you will see why you had to wait, and you will see why you had to go through that journey for it to work. Same thing I say about my dating experiences. I am still very single, and I've been single for the last 2 years plus. There's a very specific reason why it hasn't happened yet. There's a very specific reason why I haven't met the partner I desire, because I have to go through a journey and a route to learn things, to pick up on things, to meet new people, to meet different people, to pick up on many things that some I don't even know, and I might not even see it right now. Maybe when that happens, I will be like, makes sense why I had to wait. It makes sense why I had to lose that client, which I did, by the way. That's why I'm using that example. Why am I laughing? It's not funny. My lips are dry. Hey, let me apply some lip gloss. Hey, jamaneni. Hi. You get my point? You have to go through a journey and go through a process for it to make sense when it does. And usually it doesn't have to be a suffering process. It can actually be a beautiful process. It doesn't have to be a painful process all the time. But what I'm saying is, when things are happening, let them happen. Let them happen and release control. Let things be what they want to be. Let people be what they are. Let situations just turn out the way they want to turn out. When you get to that point, you will have very little anxiety. You will wake up grateful for your days. You will have a happier life. You're going to survive way better in this hard life, because truth be told, it's not easy. Things are just left, right and center. We're dealing with so much, right? But when you release control, you're kind of telling your brain, we're just gonna go with the flow, baby girl, we're going to go with the flow. Whatever happens, and even if it's like a bad situation, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it because there's a reason why this is happening. So yeah, so be grateful even when you're going through challenges. And number 2, release control. And talking about releasing control, I want to recommend Mel Robbins' book, The Let Them Theory. If you haven't read it yet, or if you haven't listened to it, please do. I listened to it on Audible, and as much as yes, I had seen very many videos from her before she actually wrote the book. I watch Mel Robbins all the time. She's always playing in my house. It's like I call her Auntie Mel because she's my auntie for real. She's my white auntie for real. So yeah, so I had some concept before she actually even wrote the book, but reading the book, and I didn't read it, I listened to it on Audible. Listening to that book from start to finish confirmed to me why letting things be what they are is the most peaceful thing ever in this whole world. And when you do that, there's a side to the let them theory that people don't talk about much. So yeah, let people be, let things be, let situations be, let anyone be, but let yourself be. That's another point. You need to let yourself be. So that person didn't talk to you, okay, so what are you gonna do? You let yourself be. that job didn't come through. Okay, so what am I going to do? What's within my control? So as much as yes, we are releasing control, we still need to focus on what's within our control. Yes, my Instagram page might have not been growing at that time. What was within my control? What was within my control was showing up, was creating content, was improving my content, was researching, maybe was finding nice content ideas, right? And I did that and it worked for me. But was I going to start figuring out the algorithm? That's beyond my control. So while you release control, figure out what's within your control and focus on that. And when you do that, you're going to feel better and you're going to live happier. Okay, yeah. So guys, I just wanted to have a nice little chat, which has not been little. It hasn't been little because Yappy Ban was in session. Yappy Ban was in session. But I hope what I have shared helps you feel better if you're going through stuff, or it helps you survive, literally, because that's basically what we're doing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up so that it can reach more people. I would love for people to get these insights. Let me know down below what you learned from it. Share your perspective, share add-on points. Share your add-on points to this conversation. I would love to hear from you, Buns, and see your points of view, right? Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next Sunday with a vlog. I'll come back with a vlog next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.